Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Now to have a little more variety in this, yeah, in this channel. Today I have something very special for you. Today we have two opponents, two street tier heroes fighting it out, duking each other, fighting. So, yeah. Now, you may be asking, is this a parody of something? No, it is not. This is me doing something that I thought of a couple days ago where it's like, you know what would be a really cool idea? I went on YouTube, it's like, has anyone done this? Nope. So, let me introduce the fighters. In the blue corner, we have, you may know him, you may love him, or hate him, depending on who you are. Give it up for the indestructible hero, Captain Man. Don't worry, citizen. You are safe now that I am here. Yes, I will be playing both fighters. Anywho. And in the red corner, you may know him. Probably not, though. He's more agile than a turtle, stronger than a rat, nobler than a lettuce, with the symbol of a heart on his chest. Give it up for the one, the only, El Capulín Colorado. No contaban a mi astucia. Well, I'll just be calling Capulín. No, I will not be calling him by his English name, because... So yeah, we'll go over backgrounds on each character. Then we'll go into the fight, and then I'll go into why I think the fight went the way it did. So, let's start with Captain Man, since he's probably the most famous of the two. Captain Man was born of a scientist who was making a machine. Now, of course, Captain Man rides up on a skateboard, I think, messes up the machine shoots at him, and then he becomes indestructible. His only weakness is the Jolly Beetle, well, to be specific, the tears of a Jolly Beetle, which, by the way, are only in inhabited Swellview. Now, to give them both a fair fighting chance, this is not put anywhere near Swellview or anywhere where El Capulín usually, is. Mostly because home turf advantage is one of the worst kind of, things to talk about. Captain Man eventually got a sidekick by the name of Henry Danger, or as his hero name is known as, Kid Danger. Now, Captain Man may not be that smart. He is at least indestructible, is a really good fighter, but will he be able to go up against El Capulín? Up next, of course, is El Capulín. Capulín, not a lot is known about him. What we do know is he's a hero. No one knows who he is under that suit. What we do know, however, is he has a keen sense for justice and a keen sense for helping anyone who asks for help. To be specific, anyone who utters the sentence of, "Who will defend me?" Now, something Capulín and Captain Man have in common is that they're a ladies' man. They're both known extremely for, well, being the, what's it called? The, stereotypical woman swoons over him kind of hero. More so for Capulín than Captain Man over there. I think. I don't know. Depends. Both of them are really, really weirdly written. Now they're both comedic characters, and no, this isn't a death battle because I don't see either of these two killing each other. Not because Captain Man is, or Ray Sanchez, whatever his full name is indestructible, and Capulín is just Capulín. No, they don't seem to be the killing type, which means this would rather be more of a battle of who can, knock the other one out. Now, we'll go into the fight, and then I'll tell you why it ended the way it did. So, also, by the way, this will be the first time I will ever be doing a female voice, and probably the last. Also, I'll be speaking Spanish for the female part and Capulín part, mostly because Capulín is a clearly Hispanic character, therefore he has to speak Spanish. So, yeah. Ahora, ¿quién me va a defender? You seem like a lady in need of help. I may not understand you, but you seem like, what is... Yo! ¡Es el Capulín Colorado! No contaban a mi asustia. Sígueme los buenos. Listen, I don't know who you think you are, bud, but I saw her first, so it is my job to protect her because I saw her first. Ay, Capulín, ¿estás bien? Sí, estoy bien. Todo lo que hago todos mis movimientos son calculados. ¿Quién es ese? Yo pensé que iba a ser alguien malo si le pego. Se mira muy menso. A lo mejor yo gano. Permíteme. Mira, si era un real alguien malo, no le tengo miedo a ese menso. Espera. Ay, que te espere. Más grande acá. más grande, más cerca. Ay, ¿qué pasa? Oh. Es el Capulín Colorado. There's no way this guy's more famous than I am. Capulín, ¿sí sabes quién es ese? ¿Sí? Claro que sí. ¿Quién es? Es el... es el... Es el... Es el... Es el... Capulín, ese es el... Hombre capitán. ¿El hombre qué? Si mira enojado, a lo mejor te quiere pelear. Que le pegues. Sí le pego. Entonces pégale. Sí le pego. Entonces pégale. Sí le pego. ¡Que le pegues! Ok. Le aporinchan en mi nobiliar. Ahora que lo pienso, no tengo razón para pelear con él. No tengo... Okay, I'm getting sick of this. Ya tengo razón. Yow! I may be indestructible, but I still feel pain. Ah, mis pillas de chicón. What the... What are you... Espérate un momento. You're big again. Alright. Que le pegues, Chapulín. Que le pegues. Woo! Chapulín, hello. I'm tired. Daddy, just lay down for just a couple moments. Yo también. Draw! Now, let me explain to you why I think it would have ended in a draw. So, shall we? Let's go over the facts. First of all, categories. Categories are the most difficult thing for both of these two. Let's first go over intelligence. Both Capulín and Captain Man are shown as to be nimwits. Dumb people. Very dumb. They're shown not to be all that smart. But in the end of the day, intelligence went to Capulín for many reasons. First of all, Capulín has experience with, like Ray, high-tech gadgets that, while yes, he didn't use in the fight, he could have used at any point. While intelligence is a toss-up for both of them, I feel like it could be argued on which one could get intelligence. At the end of the day, I gave it to Capulín because in terms of who's smarter, Capulín does a lot of smart things, even which Ray isn't really known for doing a lot of smart things. El Capulín also knows how to fight and just basically, like him and Captain Man, their intelligence can both be basically argued. But I gave it to Capulín because I felt like he's a little bit more smarter. Not a lot, but a little bit more. Next up, durability obviously goes to Captain Man. But just because he had him be in durability wasn't an automatic win. You see, Capulín is still a little durable here and there. While unlike Captain Man, he doesn't have indestructibility, he can and has taken a beating numerous amount of times. Especially if you count the cartoon. I've seen the live action, some of it. I've yet to see the whole entire thing. But from what I've seen, he can at least, he's human and he can get hurt. He can get broken bones. But in the end of the day, I don't see Captain Man actually breaking someone's bones. That just does not seem like his style. Unless, he accidentally punched super hard. But, yeah, durability went to Captain Man. However, that does not mean that, he could have easily, punched Capulín and be done with it. Because, again, Capulín has taken numerous amounts of beatings. So, it was more of a long-term kind of game rather than it's clear whether who will win or not. Same goes for strength. Strength and intelligence are both very difficult. You can argue for each one on their strength and feat again. In feats, I don't know too much about feats, especially for Captain Man. The only thing I know El Capulín has done is basically testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let me make this quick because my phone storage is apparently low, even though I've deleted so many things right now. Strength, intelligence, arguable, feats, I don't know. Technology goes to, or gadgets goes to either one, but I think it goes more towards the Capulín side, mostly because his gadgets are a lot more, at least seemed a lot more advanced compared to Captain Man's, where it's like laser that shoots out, while he has antennae that basically tell him when an enemy is nearby. Also, he has other gadgets as well. I don't know if this. I'm using both versions, by the way, of Capulín, cartoon and live action. I don't know too much about cartoon Captain Man, and I don't want to know. The paralyzer gun. One I know, a gadget I know does work, that he does have is small pills. Basically, he eats one and he starts to shrink. However, it does take some time for him not only to shrink, but to unshrink. Therefore, So again, I think both of them, it could go either way. This fight could go either way. But I ended up with a draw because it seemed the most fitting. They're both comedic characters. So, ending it off in a draw seemed like the most funniest way to end it off. Instead of someone just actually winning. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go cry. No, I'm joking. Apparently my phone storage is full, so this may be like the last video I do for a while at least. Maybe not. Hopefully I can find a way to fix it. I've deleted so many of my past videos from my photos because, I'm out of storage for some weird reason, and it's like, actually, you have 206 MB left. How? Explain to me how I have that much left. I've deleted almost every video except 3, 4 counting this one, because it stops my recording. So anywho, yeah, I'll see y'all whenever I'm done hibernating. Have a wonderful evening, afternoon, and night. Peace.